Difficult, complex components that require high surface finishes, so something that necessarily you're not going to be able to hand polish and still hold the form.
Connor, something new from Sodick here at MAC 2024, a machining centre, a high-speed machining centre. Describe
That's it. So, yeah, UK launch of the UX450. As you know, we're very well known for EDM, but not necessarily high-speed machining. So,
how do the two work together?
They do. They work very well. So, from electrode manufacturer, for example, you know, this is a perfect machine, graphite or copper. But really, you know, if you go for like a hard milling process, so some applications where, you know, sparking isn't necessarily necessary, for example, we could do hard milling, so something like a Stavax component, we could easily hold very high surface finish, high tolerance, mirror finishes, all that sort of stuff.
And you do that by, obviously the construction, the way this machine is built, it's got that bridge element to it. Correct. But also very high-speed spindle, high-speed movements.
Yeah, so we're 40,000 on the spindle, so it's very high-speed spindle, and then with the axis movements, you know, what we're known for is them linear motors. That's sort of key and core to our business, and have been very successful for us for over 20 years now.
Why is a linear motor so much more? Just kind of describe the reasons why.
Because you can move that axis around. You can start and stop it very quickly. So in terms of getting something up to full speed and stopping with a linear motor, you know, we can do that. You haven't got a ball screw there that's trying to push a heavy axis.
Lots of small movements moving in and around.
Lots of small movements backwards and forwards. As you can see with this particular component here, you know, it's silky smooth movement.
Yeah. And the two things I look at with this machine, accuracy and surface finish. What parts can you do on here that eliminate processes from other machines types?
You know, difficult, complex components that require high surface finishes. So something that necessarily you're not going to be able to hand polish and still hold the form. This is where this machine is absolutely perfect. Again,
what could that be? What sort of application would you associate with that?
Yeah, mold tool making. So, you know, we've got a couple of examples around, like a sort of a tail lamp reflector, lots of sort of flats and sharp
polishing
edges.
Can be a timely process.
Yeah, it is. You know, and it's a skill process that really nowadays, you know, it's an ever-changing world, and we're losing those skills. So really, you need machines there that are able to do it.
And the accuracy as well.
That's it.
Something really tight tolerance. What could that be?
Real high tolerances. You know, jig grinding applications, for example. So that's also a skill that's, you know, unfortunately, I think as the years go on, it's going to be lost. But, you know, with CNC, with this machine, this is something we can do.
I look at a lot of vertical machining centres, 5-axis machines, and there's often a very familiar theme with the control systems. Yours is different here.
It is, yeah. So with
is that good or bad?
It's good. I would say it's good. So with any Sodick product, we've got our own sort of PLC on the front end. So it's a Sodick controller. In terms of programming, you know, I use, say, Power Mill. You know, other CAD systems are available that you can use. But yeah, so it's full conversational programming. And then with this machine in particular, we've just changed our tool measurement method slightly. So traditionally we used to use a laser. Problem is, with a spot diameter on the laser, you're sort of limited to the diameter of cutting tool you can go down to. When you use an optical system, you know, we could use a 0.1 cutting tool without a problem and still be able to measure it within a couple of microns.
And you're using a camera though or something here, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. So the camera that we have will check not only the form of the cutter, it will also check the run out as well. So these shrink fit holders are good for, you know, 2 microns, but we can counteract that by using the camera system.
When it comes to the kind of competition in this field, like I said earlier, lots of vertical machining centres, but this isn't really in amongst that field, is it?
Yeah,
no,
this
stands almost unique in an area.
It's not your run-of-the-mill sort of machining centre, so this is the very top, you know, top tier of the pyramid. So we're talking high-end medical applications, high-end moulding applications, and such the like. So really, if you've got the work for it, this is a perfect machine.